Hi guys, this is Flores or Flo on Cubic Cuties, and this is Peanut. Say hi, Peanut. No? Okay. This week, or maybe like a couple days ago, I know I'm late, our topic was dysphoria and transitioning. So I guess I'll just start with a little bit intro because this is my first video. I go, like I said, Flo or Flores. I go by pronouns her, hers, she, you know, they, them. I don't really mind he or him, but that's not really like what I'm used to. I mean, I'm not the type of person that's gonna get offended, but I mean, I do prefer she and they. But I always get really happy when people use they or them because it's gender neutral, and that just makes me super duper happy that people are starting to use it more. Transitioning. Wait, let's start with dysphoria. Okay, so I also identify as non-binary or agender. This means to me that I don't identify as the male or the female sex or anything kind of in between that. I'm just kind of out in the universe. So that being said, I've always had a little bit of dysphoria, but it finally reached its like boiling point when I was about 16 years old, 15, 16, sophomore year of high school, going into like junior, and I just realized I'm not like the other girls. I don't feel comfortable like the other girls do. I don't really like to wear dresses. I don't usually wear skirts. If I do, it's kind of like an occasion or I'm going out or something. So I started noticing just things were different. I didn't like when people were telling me like that I was like female and like putting me in that box. It made me super uncomfortable, super trapped. I kind of started researching. I was Googling things, YouTubing things. I was trying to figure it out in the LGBT community. You know, I came upon like F to M's, and I started doing more research. I found a couple YouTubers. I started following them, seeing what they were posting, you know, them going on T, their post-ops, all that, bottom, top surgery, all that stuff. I kind of realized at that point, after I binded a couple times, which was extremely painful for me, although I did like the result that it had, I felt like I wasn't as viewed that much as female. Once I started binding, I only did it a couple times, like I said, but after I watched those YouTube videos and did that research, I realized that that's not really what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to go on T, I wasn't trying to get top surgery, etc. That wasn't really for me. That being said, I was kind of at a loss at that point. I didn't really understand, okay, if I'm not female and I'm not trans, what the fuck am I, right? So, me being 16, 17 years old at this point, I was really confused. I had a really hard time trying to figure this out. I did think about top surgery for a long time. That was really stressful. I did think maybe there's nothing wrong, but then at the same time, if you're feeling like something's wrong, something is wrong. So, you know, I sat on it a couple times. I sat on it for about a year, and then I was talking to my friend one day, and, you know, good friend of mine, she's also part of the LGBT community, so I said, hey, can I tell you something? And I kind of came out to her as, I didn't know at the time, but non-binary. I told her, really dumb example, but I told her, you know when you go to the bathroom and you see the little stick man on one side and the little stick girl on the other with the little dress on it? And she was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know, some people, they know like, okay, this one or that one, but I don't feel like that. I don't feel like I'm a little stick man or a little stick female. Like, I feel like I'm just like a little blob, and then it says Flores over it. I'm just a little blob. I'm not either one. I'm not a stick anything. I'm just a blob. And she said, you know, she listened to me and she said, okay, that makes sense. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, I don't know, I would just do some more research. So, you know, I kept following people on YouTube. I kept listening. I kept keeping an eye out, see what people were saying. And then about a year and a half ago, I kind of stumbled into the whole like non-binary agender community of LGBT that we have. It was hard though, because I think the hardest part was, you know, not being part of like the LGBT, I'm gonna say the main groups in it. It was really hard trying to find out what was happening, because I didn't really have that support. Like I said, for a while I thought I was trans, which I was wrong about, and you know, that was very confusing for me. I didn't know anyone that was non-bi. I didn't know anyone that was agender. I didn't know anything besides, I knew a couple trans people, I knew some lesbians, I knew some bisexuals, I knew, of course, straight people, I knew people that identified as female, and people identified that as male. I didn't know anyone that didn't identify in between or something else, you know? That was really, really hard on me growing up. So, as far as transitioning into that, for me it was pretty, I still haven't, I guess there's really not, I'm not really sure if transitioning is the right term, because I don't really talk to people about it. I tell a few people about it, but unfortunately it's really hard for some people to understand, so usually I just kind of, it's something I tell my close friends, and you know, usually people go by she, her pronouns, so it doesn't really affect me that much. It's just, at the kind of work I do, they do always peg me as female, and that is really hurtful. But, you know, I try and keep it moving. Hopefully one day our community will be able to, I don't know, I guess have more awareness in the world, and people will understand us better, because it is something a little different. So that was pretty much my whole spiel on the dysphoria and transgender part of this week's topic. I will be posting another video on this coming week's topic, I guess. So yeah, this was Flo on Cubit Cuties, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!